So I've lived here for a very long time, and I can tell by ear when a car is coming down super hot from... What? So I've lived here for a very long time, guys, and I can tell by ear when... Guys, I've been living here for a very long time, and I can tell by sound when a car is coming down the block really hot. A white SUV pulled up right now, made a U-turn. I was watching it because it's a dead end. He stops in front of the house and he goes, "You're that YouTuber with the Civic wagon, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he proceeds to like check out all of my cars. Okay, that's a little sus. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's a little sus. So then he was asking if I did mechanical work, which in a sense I do, but I don't do that maintenance, that basic stuff. I do more performance fabrication type of things. And he asked me if I was able to work on a car for him. I'm like, sorry, I can't. Plus, full house. So anyways, then he asked me, "Do you want to sell the CRX?" I'm like, nah, I'll be asking way too much to sell my CRX. So he just jams on out of here. Now, I'm an open book, right? My address is always on the freaking back of my videos all the time. And you know, people come through the block to my house specifically a handful of times every single year, right? And you know, I get it. Not everybody has social media. A lot of people have been trying to reach out to me. I get it. But respect my spot. That's all I ask. Respect my spot. Don't just be pulling up hella randomly. And I've had some altercations before, okay? I don't post about this all the time. Some dude was all butthurt just because I didn't answer DMs. I don't answer DMs all the time. And he came here and he was like, "I've been trying to get a hold of you." I'm like, dude, relax, right? But anyways, guys, all I'm saying is, brother, if you're watching, just respect my spot. That's all I'm asking for. Anyways, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's been 2 weeks now since we've been waiting for parts for Bronson's Turbo EK, and the part finally updated the tracking number, and it's here locally, but it has not moved in 2 days. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with it, and I'm about to pull my freaking hair out, right? And I've been just trying to stay busy here in between. So you guys probably saw we painted a valve cover, we picked up a Facebook long block and transmission right here on the floor, trying to get busy with that. Unfortunately, the engine has a bunch of bent valves. Homie did send me some more money, so I am going to be diving into that engine soon, since we've already kind of sorted out the situation. And you know, I didn't want to return the engine, so he compensated me. I appreciate that. I did do the polish on the carbon fiber hood for Bronson's EK, just again to keep me a little busy, and I did that like 2 days ago. I wasn't satisfied with the way it came out, so I did more research to see how I can get the haze off the hood. And yesterday, guys, I said, F it, double the work, let's get back to the hood and sand it down as far as I can without going through the gel coat. So I'm glad I did, because I decided to put clear coat on it. I did 3 layers and it looks freaking amazing. Talk about a revive, because this thing was so faded it looked like a flat black hood. I'm going to show this to you guys right now. When I'm filming this right now, Bronson, I haven't even told Bronson. The last update he got was the attempt on the polishing of the hood with all the haze in the center. He has not seen what it looks like right now. Check it out. 3 coats of clear coat, and this thing is looking like a carbon fiber hood. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got this thing down to like 220 grit, and I went ham with it on the center because that had the most haze, and then I went back and pretty much chased the side that didn't have it, just so it's all uniform and it has 220 grit bite for the clear coat. Oh, Bronson's gonna be super freaking excited. So anyways, today's task is something super simple. Granted, we don't have the part to continue work on the EK. I want to move my KRX over there. I want to move it right here. I'm going to give it a wash because it deserves it. It's been sitting over there in the dirt for a very long time. The interior is kind of filled with a bunch of flowers going through the heater core section of the cowl, because the cowl is not on there. It's actually sitting up there. And today I want to swap out the suspension on the KRX. It has Skunk 2 Pro S2 coilovers, and if you guys know, man, those suspension are non-adjustable and they're stiff as hell. Now don't get me wrong, the car feels like a go-kart. It handles amazing. I've thrashed it on Sonoma and it did wonderful. But for the daily driver, like when I take it down to LA and back, it is harsh on your back, which is one of the biggest reasons why I took out the Recaro seat. It's a bucket with stiff suspension and my back was calling for help. So I want to kind of soften it up just a little bit, and if I track the car again, I can just swap the suspension over again, no problem. So today we're going to be installing Maxpeedingrods T6 coilovers. They've actually been sitting on the floor here for quite some times, and I kind of want to move it. Instead of trying to find a home location, I'd rather just throw it in the car. Why the T6 and not the T7? The T6, T7 are both adjustable dampening coilovers, except T6 has a softer spring rate opposed to the T7. The T7 has a stiffer in the rear. I believe it's like 11, or sorry, in the front is 11, the rear is 7, so 11, 7, and then I think the T6 has like a 8.5 or 7.5 or something like that. I'll put it up on the screen, but I kind of want to soften up the suspension just a little bit so it's not so harsh to drive. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move that sucker over here, and first thing we're going to do is give it a wash, or a vacuum and then a wash. The good old daily beater. Look at the inside of the car. Oh my goodness. Again, the cowl is not on here, so a lot of the flour and stuff gets in between, and then I don't have a heater cord behind the dashboard, and it goes into that hole and goes inside the car. A lot of you guys are wondering, when am I going to change out the windshield? And to be honest with you guys, we were in the process of doing it. My window guy came to do the windshield on my blue sedan, and he also had the windshield for this car. But once we took off the seal and we noticed all of the rust, I told him, I said, don't worry about changing the glass out right now, and we'll do it when we pop the glass off to fix all of this. And if I'm fixing all of this, we're definitely fixing to paint the car. So it's just when I am ready to paint the car, fix the channel, then we'll get a new glass. I think I'm going to clean the interior first, guys, and I'm not going to show you that process because you guys already know what all comes with it. Oh yup, we got the carpet, the floor mat, the back interior all vacuumed up, along with the seats, dashboard, door panels, rear panels, all wiped down with Meguiar's interior cleaner. And eventually I want to order a new set of floor mats, probably from eBay or something. I only ever had the driver's side because that's the only one I found in the junkyard. Never really had a passenger side one, although I don't really have passengers in my car, but it's kind of nice to have them symmetrical because I'm not crazy OCD, but it looks kind of off to not have one on this side. Hoping that I have some extra Nomis air fresheners. Not it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, if you guys know, you guys know. Woo, can you guys smell that? Smells awesome. So I'm just gonna leave the original one on there. Just add this one to it. There we go. I'll go ahead and just let the interior kind of fresh out, and let's get to washing the car. You guys want to know a little fun fact? I bet most of you guys don't even know this car is barred. Yeah. The sun's going down, guys. We need to get cracking on the suspension installation. Cut away from yourself, not towards yourself, especially if you got a really sharp blade. Maxpeedingrods T6 coilovers. Now T7 is the latest one, and I heard they are coming out with a new one, but the T6 is the second to last one. Full body coilover for the most part, and again, pamphlet, spanner wrenches, sticker, padded foam. The T6 coilovers is the one with the blue spring, and again, this one is also dampen adjustable, just like the T7. The difference between T6 and T7 are the spring rates. I'll throw both of them up here on the screen. Somebody reached out to me and said they needed a collar right here for the forks. Now, because this is fitted up for the EF and the DAs, our fork has a smaller inner diameter, and if you are the DC, EG, and EK, you need to run the spacer to be able to clamp the coilover to the fork. So if you're the one who hit me up on DMs on Instagram, let me know. I have some extra ones here. Pull a rear one out real quick. This one right here is the rear. Now, I do want to tell you guys really quickly that the coilover is adjustable by the body as far as your ride height goes. Do not play with the preload. Now, you can stiffen up the preload, but don't loosen up these perches to make the spring loose on the body, because eventually your shock is going to let go, and then you're going to blame Maxpeedingrod for being whatever suspension. Okay, do not mess with the preload. Now, I'm going to leave the preload alone, and I'm hoping that we can get at least the same ride height that's currently on the CRX with adjusting just the body only, but we'll figure that out once we pop off the Skunk 2s. So with that being said, let's get this done before the sun goes down. This car parks on the grass, and I'm sure there are some residents in here. Time to evict everybody. If the lighter will turn on. Ooh, look at that guy. Sorry, bud. Ooh, buddy. Simple enough. 14. 17 for the bottom. Back to 14s on the top. If you have your brake lines connected, you would have some 12s on there. I don't. There we go. Looks like it's still in good condition, so that's good to know. You guys already know, first thing we have to do is check that top nut. This is a 21, and then this little slot right here, a 10 fits it. It doesn't hurt to just check it real quick. Oh, okay. Nice and tight. Just the way I'm sure everybody likes it. Oh, okay. Awesome. I'm just gonna match it to the Skunk, and if we need to adjust it accordingly, we will. Get my measuring tape. Obviously, it's not going to be accurate because spring rate plays a big role on how much the suspension compresses, but this will give me a starting point. It's literally 1/16 off. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust the Maxpeedingrod T6 coilovers accordingly, and then we're going to get the fronts installed back into the car. Got the fronts installed, passenger and the driver's side. I'm hoping the suspension is, even if it's a little bit different in the height, I'm hoping that it's at least even, so I don't have to readjust it, but not a big deal. If we have to, we have to. Car back on the ground. All right, so KRX is back on the ground, and I did adjust the ride height once. So I ended up just maxing out the suspension and not mess with the preload, and that's our ride height. And realistically, I am happy with that. Now, I do think the passenger side is a smidge lower, a smidge. Maybe it's just a fender lining, I'm not sure, but it looks good. It looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just jack up the rear, adjust that as well too, and I don't know if I want to match it to the rear because I already had to adjust it once, but I guess we'll see. If we close this gap, I'm perfectly fine with that. I've been 6 years with this ride height and it never bothered me. All right guys, so inside the car there's two 14mm nuts on top of the shock. Remove those. There's one 14mm bolt from the shock body to the lower control arm. There we go. So matching the coilovers did not keep the same height. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just raise the shock body of the rear to lower the car a lot more, because we do have a fist size gap in the rear. Although I don't want to go super slam in the rear, because if you guys know, the DA trailing arm kicks the wheels out a few millimeters, and if I go too low with my camber setting, the tire is going to rub up on the fender well. Oddly enough, we are maxed out. So I guess we're gonna see where that lands us. And again, if as long as it's lower than how it was before we took off the skunks, I'm okay with it. Now, Maxpeedingrod doesn't have a nut welded onto the bottom shock, so you're gonna have to use one of your hardware, since they do provide their own nuts on the top. Maxpeedingrod coilovers installed, and I can already tell you from the hub this is going to be a lot lower than what it was before. That is definitely matched to the front for sure. For sure. So because the rear spring rate is softer than the T7 and it's softer than the front, I'm gonna put the dampening to max all the way to the right. I'm gonna count how many clicks we get out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 24 and a half, or 20, 25 gets stuck. It's like squishy, so 24. For the front, I'm gonna go half, so 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Obviously, drive it to your preference. If the rear is too stiff, you can soften it up. If the front's too soft, tighten it up. So right now I'm gonna clean up all my tools and suspension. I'm gonna go ahead and drive the car around the block a couple of times just to get a feel for the T6 coilovers. So the wheel well in the rear still has the rubber trim, and my fenders are not rolled, so it's rubbing up on the tire right now. I got this bump right here. Not bad. This tree is beautiful when it blossoms, but this is what we got to deal with every single time. All right guys, so the KRX is parked right here. It is all closed up. Put the hood back on, got a tarp over the car because I don't want all the flour and dirt to kick up on it after just spending the whole day to clean it. I'm gonna buy another car cover like those two over there. They're waterproof and they do have them for different sizes. I bought that for a like 2010 Honda Civic just to fit kind of a bigger car, so it's a little loose. Might be a little loose for that car, but hopefully there's a smaller size just so that it's a little more snug to the CRX. But anyways, I'm looking at the floor, man, and it's already piled up with a lot of flowers with the light wind we have tonight. Check it out. I'm telling you guys, when this tree blooms, it looks really good. But cleaning up all of the leaves and flowers is a pain in the booty hole. But anyways, I also unraveled the masking tape from Bronson's Turbo EK after doing the clear coat yesterday. The hood looks freaking awesome. The crazy part is it looks Kevlar, but it's not Kevlar, it's carbon. And when I cleared this yesterday, I went through all of my paint bins. I don't even have any black to try to tint the clear like I did the KRX. If you look at the KRX, it looks more black carbon because I tinted that when I cleared it. This, I mean, I'd take this again over the faded top coat it was before. Looks really good. The front end just need a, I don't know if it needs a wrap job or a paint match, or I think Bronson said he's gonna paint the whole car if it was a paint ordeal. But the front end just needs to be like refreshened, and then the carbon is gonna look really good. I'm not gonna lie though, I did try to salvage the wing yesterday because the wing is also carbon fiber, and I got it down to the point where I thought it was gonna be Gucci, but I guess I went down a little too far and I chopped the carbon right there. I'm kind of sad about it. We both agreed that this was gonna be super hard to kind of bring back because of how deep this haze is. And I took it down with 220 pretty far, and you can see where all the scratches are at. All of this, when you wet it, the carbon looks really good. So I proceeded to kind of work my way over here, and then I somehow burnt that corner. So that's definitely on me. So what I'm gonna do, like I did my wagon wing, I'm gonna wrap it carbon fiber. I'm gonna wrap it carbon fiber just so it has that effect. Even though it's already a carbon wing, I got a pretty good size roll right here to do like an entire hood. So I'm sure I have plenty to do this probably tomorrow too when I'm doing all the button up stuff. But anyways, as far as this video goes, we are gonna wrap it up right here. I am going to again adjust everything with the KRX, and then I'm gonna take it on a drive one of these days in the upcoming weeks. I'm gonna take this to the same place I took Project Blueberry when I reviewed the T7 coilovers, and we're gonna do, you know, just a regular driving to see how it feels for a daily, and then we're gonna go up a little bit of twisty roads, and then we're gonna, if I can, do a quick little like 1, 2, 3 pull to kind of see how that feels. But realistically, I'm using all of that reason to go fishing. The place that we went with Project Blueberry is where we go fishing. I need to go get my fishing license. I need to set up all of my fishing poles and stuff. It's been kind of piled backed up in the corner. Haven't been fishing in a while, but I do want to go up there to review the T6 and also just take a little me day. I feel like that's my reasoning. It's just a me day, but I'm taking you guys along with me. So anyways, T6 coilovers, guys, I've used it plenty of times before, always been super satisfied with it, and since then all the car has been upgraded to the T7. But you know, it really just depends on your pocket and or your purpose for your car to know which one you want to roll with. So T6 and T7 coilovers, guys, link in the description below. Use discount code YSTATIC to save 10% off. It helps me out more than you guys know. But we're gonna wrap it up for this video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one a little bit. If you guys did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, and if you guys want to stick around for the future review of the T6 along with the fishing, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Praying to goodness and praying God that parts show up tomorrow so we can continue with Bronson's car. So if you guys want to see that as well too, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.